Greetings, hello and welcome. Today we are creating my first ketogenic meal in a good long while. And by that I mean, of course, in about 6 hours. I haven't been feeding enough. So what we'll do is that we'll take a ground beef box which has been ripening up just for the perfect quality inside the refrigerator. This is finished minced meat, and we are gonna put it on the kettle now. But first we must find the kettle. As you can see, the basic ingredients for a ketogenic meal are minced meat, cheese, butter that I have split into roughly the right pieces. I don't think that my diet will fail because of 1 or 2 extra grams of butter. So that's roughly the ballpark that we are looking for. So minced meat, butter, and also we have our favorite, the thing that's really like icky. I don't like this, and I don't like the prospect of having to eat broccoli for like 365 future days, but it is what it is. So these are the, don't fucking fall there. These are the 3 main ingredients for a Finnish meal, and roughly we are going to get around 700 kilocalories from this food. And I'm not sure, I should maybe like introduce you to the intricacies of this food, but I will not do that because roughly 3 of these meals will do for a day. So now we will move our cheese here. I just hate the fruit flies here. They are very well, I have anger issues, so very much I like to just unleash the fury when those fucking fruit flies come. So now let's have a little virtual walk in our very Finnish environment here. Here you can see my red little pencil that I will write on the paper that there are enough days left, like 365 days left before you are a skinny asshole. And here we have our nice star cuisine pan that we are going to utilize in the process of making this wonderful ketogenic meal in Finland. I found this meal recipe in YouTube, and it felt like it would be the perfect meal for me, since I am depressed and lazy and I'm always giving up. So here we can see that only a half of pack of sikanauta jauheliha will go into the meal. So that's the first part, and now I will crouch so that my stomach doesn't like get in the way of the meal making process. Then we grab our, like, this is not a wooden spoon. I think it's like a, the word escapes me, unfortunately. So I will try to get our minced meat even more mincier, if you prefer, and thusly, 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 we will start to make the minced meat into smaller particles. Yes, this is how we do it. And now we have the minced meat in smaller particles, and it will slowly but surely start to get a more brownish surface color. And when that is done, we will add some nice ingredients like Himalayan ryssysöle, We will put it there. And of course, grind swart salt pepper. This is black pepper in the land of the Finnish. And we will put some of those spices into the meal later on, but I'm not sure if we are going to use them straight away. We are going to get the brownish color up ahead. So that's our main point of concern in preparing this dish. You can see the challenges of speaking in English when you are saying this dish, like the words are like following each other. So it's like a tongue twister of sorts, for me at least. I'm not sure about you other high IQ people that might prefer speaking perfect English. I am not of that species, obviously. So now we are starting to get the brownish color, the introduction to this dish, brownish introduction to this dish. Yes. And once we have that, of course, because I live in hell currently and my interweb is so slow, I won't be able to upload many of these videos to online because my fucking internet is so broken that I can only go to the street and stand there with an umbrella so that I can, like, in theory, be able to upload one cooking video to YouTube. So that makes me extremely angry because I'd like to share my life with you people. I'd really like, my heart aches for you because you cannot see my ketogenic mastery. So I would share more, but I don't have to. I like to squeeze my teeth together when I'm so angry about my internet not being good. If it was better, I would be a less depressed person for sure. So yeah, here is the ground beef. You can see it's getting a little brown as we are progressing further into our meal. Yes, it is. And soon we will be able to add some of these greens into the mix. Broccoli, so to speak. And when we put the broccoli in, we will see for sure that we will cook it like the earlier guy said to me who taught me this recipe, that around 5 minutes we can put the lever. You can see the switch, we can put it a little bit smaller now. So I think colder or whatever. So now it's about your personal preference, I think. What will you put on your ketogenic meal prep? But I like to put one fistful of broccoli. Yes. There is one, but maybe two, because we are celebrating the hellishness of life. I think that life is hell, so maybe that is good for a hellish dish. Like that, and maybe one more, and maybe two of those guys as well. Yes. So now we have like a good, I think this is a good ratio. If you want to keep yourself from vomiting, because this is a bad food, you want to keep them, the greens as minimum as possible. To as minimum as possible. And then we take Himalaya Ryseselen and we fucking shake it. Put some of the condiments in. I'm not sure if I put too much or too little. It doesn't matter to me. I'm already in hell. No matter if there is like too much or too little salt. So it won't make my life any more or any less hellish than it already is. And this is probably better for an omelette, you know, munakas. But we will put it anyway, because life is hell. We will put some of the black pepper in as well. Like that. So now we have black pepper and salt. We will put a little bit more salt because we are crazy. Look, that's perfect now. Now the dish seems to be perfect. You might say that this is a perfect ketogenic meal. For most of you guys, you might think that this is the ultimate easy way of living in poverty because you cannot afford anything else because you have to buy keep on buying packs of minced meat and you won't be able to afford anything else. And if you try diet soda, I've been searching on YouTube that you will basically die if you try to drink diet soda. So this is all you will see on a ketogenic diet. This is all you will eat. So you will need a strong constitution, a strong will to get around these 365 days of ketogenic meals. And I'm praying for you that you will be as strong as I am. I'm now going strong around the 6th day on my ketogenic meal. No, I always like to say prep, but prep has nothing to do with this. So now we have been tossing the broccoli around for roughly around a couple of minutes, I'm not sure. So now let's take one hunk of butter. Here you can see like the guidelines for where you can cut your butter. It says valiovoi on valmistettu tarkoiduin valikoiduista kermoista, siksi siinä on paras voin maku. Valiosmör tillverkas särskilt utvalt grädde den finaste smörsmäken. Niin sen takia, for that very reason, we will put one delicious bite, which is roughly like when one full line is 50 grams, this split in half line is roughly 25 grams for our ketogenic meal prep. Yes. So now it's starting to like be the perfection that we all like to think that ketogenic meals are. So we can probably lower the heat level again. At this point I will try to locate my talouspyyhe, which is like, yes, there it is. I didn't want it to be too close to the computer because it's a Finnish meme that if you have paper too close adjacent to your computer, we all know what that means, don't we? And here you can see that I think there is pain to be gained in this life. This is my humble motivation wall. Ilmoitustaulu in Finnish. So now we are getting there. The ketogenic meal prep is almost at its end. So I will leave you guys with this humble advice that you can always play guitar when life is hell. I'm not sure if I can play guitar because I've been trying to learn some scales, but it's extremely difficult for me to try these scales. So scales are difficult like that, and also I've got this weird ringing in my ears. Probably I'm insane, becoming insane of all the loneliness, so it's probably better if I leave that one out. So yes, now we have a finished meal. Finished, suomalaistettu. It's become Finnish, but it's Finnish meal now, and it's for our ketogenic meal, and my weight loss journey is starting. So I will bid you good day and thank you for watching. Now I will attempt to scratch the camera so that I can find the on-off switch, which will then stop the recording process. And I thank you for watching, and remember to kill those fucking fruit flies.